Hi. So in my last video I showed you how to convert your Lightroom templates into ACR presets, and I showed you how to load them into Adobe Camera Raw. And I also showed you a problem with that when you have a lot of presets loaded, it becomes unmanageable in Camera Raw. You end up with a huge long list, and actually finding the preset that you want is very, very hard. That's it in Bridge, and the same in Camera Raw here. If I open it up and go to the preset setting, you'll see a huge list of presets, and finding the one you want is quite difficult. So I'm going to show you now how you can manage your presets in ACR Preset Manager to make that more manageable. Essentially, the way that Preset Manager works is it allows you to store your presets in groups. So here I'm showing just the groups, and I can't see any presets underneath that. These are just folders that I've got that contain presets. If I click on any of these groups here, you can then see and drill down into the presets underneath each of those groups. There are some quick buttons at the top here. If you hit plus, it expands and shows you all the presets that you've got available. And if you hit the minus button there, it drops back down and just shows you the available groups. Now you'll notice that groups can have other groups inside them. So I've got some JPlats Lightroom presets here, and each of those are stored into logical groups so that you can pick which ones you want. There is one rule to be aware of here, that you cannot have groups and presets within a group. So if a group has another group underneath it, it cannot also have presets in there. That's just because otherwise it becomes a mess to maintain. So only the groups at the end here will have presets. So to choose which presets I want to load into Bridge, I just select them. I can either select here individually, or I can select by a group, and I can select presets from any number of groups that I want. And there's a variety of methods of getting them across. If I drag and drop, it will add the presets to the existing group. I can select replace presets, and it will take those presets across. Or I can also right click once I've got a selection, and I can either add the presets to the group, or I could replace all the presets with just the ones that I've got selected there. So I can create any number of groups that I want, and each preset can be I can move presets between groups, I can copy presets between groups as well. So say for example I want a group of black and white presets. So I'm going to create a new group, and I'm going to call it black and white. Okay, and there's the group there, and you'll see that there are no presets there at all. So what I'll do now is I'll go through and I'll find, well, here we go, here's some black and white presets. I'll select all of those, and I'll go down here and I'll see if there's any black and white presets in here that I can pick. Nothing obvious, so let's just go to here. So here are some black and white presets as well. So once I've made my selection, I can go back to my group, right click on it, and I can select Add Selection to Group. Now all those presets I've selected have been copied across here. So they're still existing in the groups they were in before, but I've created a new group that contains just black and white presets. So if I have a picture that I only want to do black and white work on, I can select that, replace the existing presets, and now when I drop into Bridge, all I have available to me are my black and white presets. Again, if I go into Camera Raw, just my black and white presets, a much smaller list and much more manageable. So in my next video, I'll show you a couple of features of ACR Preset Manager that make working with groups even quicker and even easier for you.